They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Stallions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Penn State's offense will get first crack at it today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early.
Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stallions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen? And
it's a seam wide open.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Stallions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Things working pretty well for this defense. Out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Allard. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now, Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Reynolds. He's in open space downfield. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Jukes his way for more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense this zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Dropping back, it's Allard. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Forced out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have. 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Stallions will punt this one away. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Allard. He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Quick completion on the out route. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Rides the back on the option, the give. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Stallions headed quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything.
Oh, out of space. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. The home team is just destroying the competition. At this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 21 over the Rebels. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now this offense is back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to the ground with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control all.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Stallions line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Ivy.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give on the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe...
Wide open spaces. After the filthy move, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stallions.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had it.
He's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping through the defense. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back and leaves it. Lots of running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, we could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drop. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wallace. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Heaves it on the run. He's got it down the right side. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stallions.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught over the middle, it's Ivy. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Denmark. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the option. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns. This defense proved they could stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early, or late up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to...
I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him up.
There he goes. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Paul.
Handed off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.